Quadsley here, and we're going to do a Fat Shark 101 motor replacement. We're also going to do some sick freestyle at the end of this video, so be sure to watch all the way through. So I've got the tools you're going to need out on the bench. Just pause the video if you need to take a look. So after a lot of research, I've diagnosed that the motor has a problem. It's called no spinny. This is generally only a problem in takeoff, landing, and flight. So the first thing we're going to have to do is take out the motor. So just like a surgeon would put marker on a leg that they're going to amputate, you're going to want to put marker on the motor that you're going to remove. There's not many things worse than pulling that motor out and realize you've just amputated your leg. So be smart and put that marker on. So at this point I tried to desolder the wires on the Fat Shark, but to be perfectly honest, I don't even think I had the soldering iron plugged in. So the next thing you want to do is tin the tip of the soldering iron. So we tin the tip of the soldering iron to prevent oxidation. And oxidation is the second leading cause of death of quad pilots, behind only flying the quad directly into your head. Now we're going to pull out the trusty needle nose pliers here to just yank these wires out. I'm not sure if this is kosher or anything, but it's the only way I could get these things out. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below and let me know what kind of black magic is going to get this solder off of this Fat Shark. Okay, so now we need to pull the motor out. Should be very easy enough a child could do it. Just yank it. Pull it there. Okay, alright. So the Fat Shark motors have different colored wires, whether they're counterclockwise or clockwise. This one has red and blue wires, the replacement has red and blue wires, so we're good. So now we want to tin the leads on the Fat Shark, and that just means putting solder on each of the motor leads. Now in some of these longer videos, I like to remind people that I slaughter hogs as a full-time job. It would really help me out if you ate more pork. Go to patreon.com/pork. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use some flux on these wire leads. So flux serves two purposes. The first purpose is to lubricate the wires to make the solder apply easier. The second lesser known purpose is to make the solder fumes smell better. This flux is cherry jubilee flavored. Now we tin the wires just like we did with the leads. Now that we have another lull in the video, I really appreciate you subscribing. Just hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, pound that bell, beat that bell. Okay, next thing we're going to do is feed the motor into the motor arm here. So if you forgot which wire goes to which lead, like I did, thankfully you can look at the diagonal motor and figure it out. So in this case, the red wire was connected to the lead closest to the motor, and the blue wire was connected to the lead farthest from the motor. So I soldered the wire closest to the motor first. This made sure I wasn't cramped for space. Now this is what it's going to look like, completed with a perfect solder job. Now you're going to press down the wires and make it ready for the motor cover. I've lost my motor cover, so I called Fat Shark customer service and they said, it's fine, just don't land. Regardless, most of my landings are upside down anyway, so we're good. Now you're going to want to reinstall the props. A good way to remember the orientation of these props is to pause this video, print it out, and take it with you. Next we're going to connect the battery. Then we test the new motor and get ready for our freestyle session. Huzzah! It works. Now let's do a little low altitude skill test here. I think we're ready for freestyle.